Hey, seemed like you guys just played went the storm early, got kind of some things together in the second quarter, and seemed like you played the kind of basketball you wanted to play.
Yeah, overall, other than the first quarter defensively, I felt good about it. 21, 21, and 25 in the last three quarters, including some late free throws. So we guarded pretty well after the 30-point first quarter. But credit to them, young fellas got hot early. 2 for 11 in the first two games and about 18% in preseason. So part of our plan was to go under on some pick and rolls. He made them, 6 for 8, I think 6 for 9 in the first half. But they came back to life a little bit in the second half, and then that's when we extended our lead.
Yeah, you have three bigs on your team with HOU and Phil Roberts here, really good plays in space and pass. How much does that open up your offense to be able to have skilled bigs like that?
Yeah, he was like talked about it pregame. They complement each other well. Although Al and Grant can shoot the ball, Rob still does a lot of stuff up top, initiating offense and passing. He's very comfortable with the ball up there. You saw he hit a nice backdoor to, I think, Jason. But in general, they complement each other well. We can play them together. We can play small, so their versatility is great for us going forward.
Do you see Al helping them in any specific ways? I know it is early on.
Yeah, just a veteran presence and the voice, and they really respect him. A lot of those guys were here when he was here on his last stint, so bringing him back into the fold has been good for us. The things he brings not only on the court, the leadership and kind of holding the locker room together is invaluable, but on the court he's doing his thing as well, which is great to see.
Going back to Allen, I know you don't want to play in too heavy minutes, but it seems like he's doing so many good things out there that you can't keep him off the floor.
Yeah, and looking at it, we kept him to the under 30-minute limit that we talked about. Got him out for that last 30 seconds and joked with them, we're trying to get you to play tomorrow, so let me hold you under 30. But, he's doing great defensively. We can switch with him, have him back in a more of a drop coverage, but he covers a lot of holes in every way, assist-wise, leadership, shooting the ball, passing and all that. So, like I said, he's a huge compliment for our guys, kind of a stabilizer out there and then kind of a glue guy for our group. So we love what he does for us and look forward to seeing more going forward with him.
How critical is it? Grant's hitting an open shot. They're going to need guys you have out there. He's going to get open. He's knocking down that shot.
Yeah, and we know the attention that Jason draws and guys like Dennis when he's getting downhill and Jalen comes back. And so all of our guys in general, we say these are the shots you're going to get. We show them pregame how heavy they shift on certain guys and go after them. And so it's just a matter of being confident and taking the right shot. We don't mind, obviously Grant, I'm kind of scarred from it from 2 years ago with Philly in the playoffs and lighting us up. So I've seen it firsthand, but he works on it every day. He works extremely hard, came back in great shape. And he asked me in the summer, months ago when I got hired, what can he do? And I said, get the 3-point percentage up to 40, defend. And he's doing all of that right now.
With Houston, anything from their young crew tonight stand out? Jaden Green, Shaq, anything you picked up or impressed you?
Yeah, you hear so much about him. Obviously, Porter, after his time in Cleveland, he's taken a huge step in his development. Being from Portland and him being a Seattle guy, I watched him some in high school, so I've seen him come a long way, especially with the jump shot. But he's a great playmaker, and then Green, so explosive. Saw the dunk he missed, and we made sure to show our guys that before the dunk he missed against Oklahoma City a few days ago, and just how he's in attack mode. But heard a ton about him coming out of high school, and so they're going to be a good young team. Add them to Christian Wood and some of the things they're doing. Silas is doing a great job developing these guys, giving them confidence, and you can see it in the way they play.
What does the first one mean to
you? It's special. I just got a water shower in there from the guys in the game ball, but I told them it's overdue. You guys took too long to get it, and thank Jalen and Romeo for helping, being that they sat out tonight. So it's good to get it good over with, but not just for the first, but to kind of get us rolling on the right foot. I think we played the right way tonight, defended how we could after that first quarter, and more important than the first win, it's just the way we want to head for going forward. So, maybe you look back at the ball one day or whatever, but it's on to Charlotte tomorrow. That's the way I'm thinking.
Congratulations, Coach. We have a couple Zoom questions. First one is from Jay King.
So you guys had a bit of a competition for power forward minutes during the preseason. How did Grant Williams kind of separate himself to earn the minutes he's gotten so far over the first 3 games?
Being consistent, the versatility he brings. He can move his feet on the perimeter, guards bigs inside, and the way he shot the ball, honestly. He's been shooting it great throughout camp. Not that the other guys haven't, but some of the things he does on both ends of the floor are what kind of separated it. But he's just a guy, young guy. We don't always look at him in the same mode as Peyton and Aaron and Romeo and those guys, but he's a young guy as well, and somebody that we wanted to see that growth from. And he came back, like I said, in shape and is really taking advantage of his opportunity, especially with Al and some of the guys out.
Amanda Pflugrad.
Hey, Ime, you mentioned you felt the team just played the right way. What did you think of your team's overall effort tonight? You kind of struggled a little bit with that in the home opener last game.
Yeah, it was better. I attributed some of that to the double overtime game and then some guys returning that hadn't played in a while. And Jalen played a ton of minutes, obviously, against New York, and so he was a little down there. And I would say overall, that's who we are. That's who we've been in preseason. And all the practices are spirited and competitive. And so I look at that one as more of an aberration than the norm. And so we got back to what we did tonight, which is compete at a high level, match this young team's energy, and really shared the ball and defended well. So that's what we're looking forward, consistency going forward. And we brought it well tonight.
John Corrales.
Ime, a couple of things. Free throws, aside from Al going to the free throw line 9 times, still kind of a low free throw total for you guys. Yes. What can you do to kind of bump that up?
Well, we want guys to be aggressive, getting downhill. Jalen obviously does that, but we try to put Jason and some guys in different spots so they're not just perimeter based as much. Then the other thing we tell them, don't settle against certain matchups. Attack downhill, you get yourself to the free throw line, get a shot at the rim, or get somebody else a shot. And so, it depends on who it is and how their night is going, whether they, take a three or attack. But we really want them to get downhill, and I think that's when the game changed in the second quarter as we really started getting downhill and attacking there. Got into the bonus pretty early, and once we're in the bonus, I try to put them in some sets to get them near the basket and hopefully draw some fouls.
One last question, repeat question from John Corrales, Coach.
And I don't know if you remember what you said, but after Tatum had a pass there to Horford underneath where he looked like he was kind of looking a defender off, you guys had a moment on the sidelines where you kind of laughed. Do you remember what you said to Tatum?
I missed part of your question. I'm sorry. I didn't hear your whole question.
All right, sorry. That pass from Tatum to Horford early on, it was a really nice pass, and there was a timeout after that play. And you guys kind of had a moment on the sidelines where you kind of laughed at something. Do you remember what you said at that point?
Well, I think I was telling him don't settle. Or, it looked like he was going to take a shot. We actually drew it up for a tight corner pick and roll. And once he dropped it off, I said, let me stop telling you what to do out there. I've never averaged 27 a game. So, you make the right decision. So I think we joked about that. But, I trust him that no matter where we put him, he's going to make the right choice most of the time. And he read it right and made a great pass, like you said.
Thank you. We'll wrap it up right there, Coach.
Romeo's calf, is that serious? What happened?
No, we didn't know much about it. He's felt good and played well the first few games, and then went out to warm up today and said it felt tight. Extended his warm up a little bit longer and felt like he couldn't go. It was hampering him a little bit. So another guy we wanted to be safe with played some heavy minutes early, and I told the rest of the guys be ready to take up the slack, and they did that. Thank you.